beyond the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
This is the part where it gets really disturbing. Declassified documents that most people are completely unaware of prove that the United States government conspired to commit a false flag attack to blame on Cuba in order to implement a full-fledged invasion of the country. They even discussed blowing up a drone airliner and faking it to look like the Cubans had shot it down. They discussed blowing up a warship inside Guantanamo Bay. They discussed lobbing mortars into Guantanamo Bay's base itself and blaming it all on the Cubans. And they even outlined how they could utilize the casualty list in newspapers to grow indignation from the American public to support this war. And you can press pause and look at the other tactics that they were investigating. This is real.
So even more evidence that they've actually lied to us. They've lied to us about many different things. 9/11, chemtrails, and the list is endless. So the question you've got to ask yourself was World War I and II and the rest of the wars that followed. False flag, orchestrated events for other reasons. Makes you wonder. That was a clip from Bright Insight. I'll leave the links to his channel in the description box down below. Dealing with JFK. I do recommend that you go over and have a look at this video. Very informative and deals with a lot of factual information. But today what we're going to be looking at is observational things in our skies via video and pictures. This is no exception. To those who will listen, a brief glimpse of the lensing system near our sun simulator, February 16th, 2019 at 1:22 p.m. 19,000 people subscribe to his channel, but yet in 22 hours he's had 70 views, 8 thumbs up. So really what you've got to ask yourself is why they're censoring people like this channel, mine and everybody else if there's nothing wrong. And these are camera abnormalities. They're faulty cameras, lens flares, and our governments would have told us now, wouldn't they? 9/11. End of story. Just take a long look round, get with the program. Everything seems to be wrong, but nobody's paying attention. Anyway, I'll leave the links to his channel in the description box down below. Nice and simple for everybody to find. And please share the love. And what we got to understand, another source of information that's out there if you're interested. Just a quick announcement. Me and Jeff have been talking and we're going to be doing a live stream very, very shortly. Watch out for the announcements. Most probably going to be on his channel, but I'll let you know soon enough. In the next week or so, hopefully, and I think you'll find it's one that you lots have been waiting for quite some time. I think it's going to be quite an interesting live stream, that's for sure. I'd like to thank Hang Tight for sending these pictures in. Let's start with this one. We can see that we've got a tree in the way because we can see it in the lens flare. Let's have a closer look at the lens flare, and you can see there's a couple of dots in there. Let's have a look at the next picture, and there you go. There's the tree. And there is this object. Sky looks a little bit red, chemtrails in the background. And then you've got this one. This one's quite interesting. Let's zoom into this. We can see a white object with dots or whatever it might be all round it. Let's have a look at a crop version that Hang Tight sent me. And yes, I know exactly what we're looking at now. We're looking at a golf ball flying past the camera. And yes, it's a lens flare. But a lens flare of what? That couldn't possibly be a planet now, could it? As I was going through the comments, I came across this one from Lagunaberry IPS TruthFinder. It's got a link to a photo. I'll leave that in the description box down below, so you can go and have a look at the photos yourself and possibly even leave a comment. She took this photo on the 4th of February 2019. They were doing a massive aerial assault of geoengineering. The skies were blue and she noticed the chemtrails coming in, like they were trying to hide something. She took a couple of photos and she got this blue object. She said it looked like the Death Star from Star Wars, as it has a large crater looking part on the front side, and it's blue in colour. Unmistakably something that should not be there. The sun was to the left of this object and I was facing southwest from my porch. What do you think, guys? Let's have a look. And we can see there's a blue sky there. We got the white chemtrail clouds. Oh yes, sorry, water vapour clouds. And then we got this object here. What is this? Is this in our sky? Is this a lens flare? Is this a projected image? Let's have a closer look. And you can see just there, it looks like it's got a window. Does look like the Death Star. Let's zoom in just a little bit more. And there you go. It seems to have a line through it with this. Whatever it is something that shouldn't be there. Here's a question for you. Is this the blue object that set 17 minutes before the sun did the other day in that video? That wouldn't be possible now, would it? So if you still don't believe what I'm saying, and you don't believe our governments would lie to us, chemtrails didn't exist, but now they do. Geoengineering is what they call it. I call it hiding things in the sky. Anyway, that's all I've got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.